Hi you guys, I wanted to go over my everyday wear. That I don't go all out. I'm very natural. So obviously I just washed my face, but I have a few spots that I would like to cover and, you know, dark circles. So I'll share with you what I use and how I do it. I use a lot with my fingers. My fingers are my best friend. I actually don't use any brushes. I wash my hands, make sure it's all clean, and then use my hands, except for a powder that I will put on at the end. We will start with foundation. I use It Cosmetics. I really like it. This one is a light. This one has a little bit of a illumination. They're both kind of the same color. Right now I use, this one is the light, this one's the light medium. So this one goes all around my whole face, except for these parts, okay? Okay, I use just a little dot. And I use only the 2 fingers. Boom. Now on to this one. So I use a little bit more of this coverage here. I bring it down my neck just slightly. Just so the color evens out. So here's that, really simple. That's what I use. Takes just a second. The other thing that I do use is called the Creaseless Concealer. So this one is by Tarte. I really like this one. It covers nicely. So I just stick it on the blemishes that I have. And here, I know that I have one here. And then I do have some dark spots right here, and I really like using that on the ends. Okay, and then I just dab it in using fingers. Okay, they are vanished. Now the next thing that I do use is, it's It Cosmetics as well. It's in the color light. It's Bye Bye Under Eye. I really like this too. I don't use a lot of it. This one is going to be going underneath my eye. So I use literally a little bit. Warm it up a little bit. And then I just go right underneath my eyes. And you don't really want to do this motion at all. You kind of want to go up and down. And you can go a little lower. That's okay. Bringing it down actually helps a lot with getting it more of that brighter look in the cheek area. Okay, you see that? So the next thing I do, this is actually by Ulta's brand. It's a cream stick. It's pretty much a face highlighter. This is what it looks like. You can use this or whatever you like to use for highlighting, but I always put it right here first, okay? Then I just kind of move it in there. My next thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put the powder on. I usually put it at my T, and then I put it on my chin and sometimes my nose if I feel like I'm super oily. I use 2 different powders. I use one for winter and one for summer, just because my skin is different and it's a different tone. So the one that I am going to use today is this one here. This one is in light as well. It's a nice just airbrush look powder on the T. As you see, I'm dabbing. I'm not circling or rubbing. This is more of a flat brush, and I really like this guy. This one is actually from Bare Minerals. I've been very happy with it. Okay, chin, bring it down. Okay, and then I just do a little bit. Okay, not too much. Boom. The other one that I do use, this one I use mostly in the summertime. For some reason it sticks to my skin a little bit better, makes it a little bit more, in winter, I don't know what it is, I feel like I'm more dry, and this one I see more dry with it. For eyes, I don't really do much. Sometimes I don't do anything at all. I do use a lot of the palettes from Tarte. So this one is the one that I mostly use. So this is the color that I use mostly on my eyes. Now it's gonna be different for everyone with everybody's skin tone. You guys might be able to get away with something darker if you have a darker skin tone. I take it and I put it on because I just wanna brighten up this area. Sometimes I'll use the darker colors for the outside, and yes, I still use my fingers, but on just regular days, I just do this. Okay, so that's what I do. If I want to get a little bit more fancy, this guy I really like. What I do with highlights is I put it here on my cheeks to highlight it up, underneath my eyebrow, and then in the corners here. And I use the same one for all of it. This one here is a cream base as well. This one's by Flesh. I really, really like it. I don't know if they still have it anymore. It's called Startle, but I really do like it. So I put it here. Then I take my finger again and I put it in here, this area. And I do start on the outside or at the top part here. Okay. And then I'll go in here. Yes, sometimes I do use a brush depending on what I'm doing, if I feel like it, but everything is with my fingers, at least on me. On my brides and on my clients, I actually use both. So the last thing I do before I blend this guy in is I use another Tarte. I use this guy, I love it. It has all of these fun colors here for your cheeks. The one that I use most, because I already did highlights. Sometimes I use this guy here for highlights, but today I used the Flesh. So next I'm gonna use this guy for my low light. And I put it right here. I don't put it underneath, I put it right almost on top of my cheekbone, okay? So I'm here and then I kind of just blend out. Oh, and I'm using a brush. I guess this is the only time that I use a brush. Okay, then I get underneath the chin slightly with the extra. Okay, you don't want too much. Some of the bones here. Okay, and then I actually, since I feel like I have a higher forehead, I go in and I kind of lighten it, or darken it, sorry. I kind of darken it. So then, when I'm done, as you can see, it's not blended. I just take my finger and blend it. Okay. Really easy, really simple. Love it. The last thing I really do before I do my mascara is my brows. I always use a shade lighter than my actual brow color. I'm gonna use this guy. I start from this side and I bring them all the way around. Make a nice shape underneath. And then I kind of just bring it up. See? And then I use my brush here, my wand, and there we go. See the difference? Very, very slight. I'm gonna do the other side now. I don't do too much on this side just because I don't like the look of it. I like it to be a little bit more natural. Some people have to. So there might be a little bit more detail just because you don't have any hair there. So it's really all up to you and your preference. Other than that, if you are wanting to do lip, I can kind of show you what I use for that. I try to go as natural as possible since it's my everyday wear. This one here, I really like. It's Tarte. It's called Lip Sculptor and the color is Kind. So it's a lipstick on one side and a gloss on the other side. I just line it with the lipstick. And if you want the gloss as well, I'll show you what that looks like too. Very little. Okay, so voila, there's that. I haven't put mascara on. I'll do that really fast. Honestly, mascara, it doesn't matter what you use. I do use the IT mascara, but it's honestly preference. If you have a mascara that works for you, use that one. So this is my daily look. I really don't change it up very much, and I don't do much to myself, like I was saying. And it was super easy, 5-10 minutes. If you have any other questions, if you do something that you do every day and want to share it with me, great. I love to know what you guys do and what works for you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and got something from it. Thank you so much. Mwah.